Okay guys, welcome back. Chief Kirk for Kravology. So one of the things I wanted to do this week was talk a little bit about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is in October. I want to talk a little bit about the seminars that most of the Krav Maga Worldwide schools do in support of breast cancer research. And the reason I want to do this, most of you know, we do this in memory of Marni Levine, Marni was an amazing person. She was obviously married to Darren Levine, who is the U.F. Chief Instructor and one of the founders, Diploma holders. One of the things I wanted to share with you, though, is a little bit about Marni. If you're relatively new to the Krav Maga world or relatively new to Worldwide, you probably didn't get a chance to know Marni. I did. I was fortunate enough to start my training at a time when Marni was active with the Instructor program in Los Angeles. And I think as we think about Marni, there'll be some people that will say, you know, the incredible thing about Marni was she was really athletic, and she was. She moved, the best description would be like a gazelle. Like, she was very springy and quick, and it was neat to watch her work. She was the highest ranking female Kravist in the world at one point. Some of the people are going to talk about Marni and her smile and the way, her quality of being and the way she engaged people, and how she lit up the room. Other people will talk about a different type of quality of being with Marni, which is that she was very adaptive in the way that she dealt with people. One story I have about Marni in that regard was I was training early on in the phases, and we were required to spar, and I was sparring one of the instructors who was actually teaching the phase, and I came from a traditional background. So I didn't want to punch or kick or knee, I didn't want to hit the person. And I got busted in the face and my nose was bleeding profusely. And so during the sparring, I would do like this and pull my shirt up. So my shirt's full of blood when I'm done with the sparring session. And the instructor came up and said to me, look, if you can't just try and defend, you have to do this. I said, I come from a system where we, respect and all. That's not the story. The story is, as we were finishing for the day, and my shirt was all bloody, my face was all bloody, Marni comes walking into the room. She looks at me, she goes, hey, you having a good day? And literally without breaking it wasn't even a joke. It was like, hey, I see you got busted in the face, your shirt's all bloody. Wow, what a great day for you. That's who she was. She could adapt to situations. Her quality of being was amazing and authentic, but yet flexible for people. She supported people. She loved what she did. She was integral in working with the kids and the adults at Krav Maga Worldwide. But I think the thing that people need to know about Marni most was she was super courageous. I don't just mean in Krav Maga, I don't just mean in situations where you might think of courage. One of the last things I read about her was her comment that if her struggle and her fight against cancer could help just one person, it was all worth it. And I read it and I literally wanted to throw up. I was so moved by it that another human being could feel that way, that someone could give of themselves like that. And she was a powerful, courageous, amazing woman. And what we do here in our schools with Worldwide is we all get together in October or early November, and we finish up raising money in honor of and in memory of Marni, to support the researchers who are doing such good and amazing work in the field of cancer, particularly breast cancer. And if you're new to Krav Maga, this is part of our community, part of our sort of organizational culture and a whole. And it's something I want to encourage everybody to do. And if you don't know Marni, please find somebody that does, and have a conversation with them about Marni and who she was and what their experience was. And through that, maybe you can embody a little bit of what Marni was about. And I think if you can do that, I think not only will you be more engaged in this process this month, but I think you'll also feel more united and familiar with the community that is Krav Maga Worldwide here in the States and internationally. So we're going to be doing seminars this month. Others are going to be doing seminars. Lastly, if you're not doing a seminar, please participate. Please find a way to participate, to remember Marni, and to really get ingrained into the culture and what we're about at Krav Maga Worldwide. As always, welcome.